Hey guys, it's your girl Erica G, and the place to be is here. Welcome freaking back to Queen Flex Podcast, baby. We are back. We are back, baby. Back better than ever, y'all. I have missed this mic so freaking much. It is crazy. But your girl is back, baby. Y'all do not forget, subscribe to the channel. Go subscribe to me on YouTube. Go follow me on TikTok at Queen Flex Podcast. Follow us on Instagram. Go listen to us on everywhere you listen to your podcast, Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio. We on all the channels, all the things, baby, all the things. Y'all, I have missed this mic so freaking much. It has been the thing I think I have been missing all 2024. And now that we're in 2025, baby, it's only right that I come back harder than ever. Guys, ugh. Let's just can we hand clap for y'all, man? Hand clap for the queens. Hand clap for the queens. Hand clap for the queens right now. Thank you, Queens Gang, for not giving up on your girl. Thank you for every single follower, whether you're on Spotify, whether you're on Apple, whether you're on YouTube, no matter what you are on, I say thank you to you right now because y'all are the reason I came back. Oh my gosh, y'all. It's been a wild ride. 2024 was hard. Very, 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 very hard for you, girl. I had to deal with my year of first and I hated it. It wasn't the best for me personally. But I got through it and y'all will hear about all of those things throughout this season. We are in season 3 of Queen Flex Podcast. I'm happy to be back. I'm very proud of myself for coming back, even if it's just this audio. And I'm taking baby steps coming back to you guys, but I am back. Um, y'all, I'm a mom of 3 now. That's crazy. I am a mom of 3 beautiful babies. I officially have a 5, 4, and 2-month old. Ain't that wild, y'all? Freaking 2-month old, man. As I am sitting here just like looking at this love bug. I have a freaking 2-month old. It's crazy. But hey, that's a part of this old ordeal, and that's why I'm doing all of what I'm doing. I got little people watching me, so they give me great motivation. My wonderful husband who supports me through everything, standing 10 toes behind your girl too. So I just thank God for my family and where I'm at this point of 2025. Let's get into the nitty gritty though. Um, we are doing a very special series here on Queen Flex Podcast. And I wanted to do this series on postpartum because I feel like it is so underrated. And it's also something that I think a lot of people don't understand. And I also think it's something that a lot of people don't want to talk about, especially Black women. Um, because we get pushed aside to an extent, you know what I'm saying? We get pushed aside, we get told to be strong, work harder, do more, you know what I'm saying? And have that type of thing instead of actually being understood for what we're going through, because we are going through something. We're going through a hormonal change, we're going through a life change, a reality change, um you're going through a bunch of transformations all at one time, and it can be very, very overwhelming. So, with that being said, today we're going to actually talk about my birth story, this third round specifically, because with my other 2 children, I had postpartum depression extremely bad. I had postpartum depression with my son, which is my oldest, and it was absolutely horrible. I used to sit in the room, dark room, crying all day, freaking out. He was my first child, I ain't know nothing. Um and because I didn't know nothing, I was scared. I was scared a lot of the time that I was going to do something wrong, that I wasn't doing things right, that I wasn't moving right, that I wasn't doing enough. Even though I was doing everything that I could. And because I felt like I wasn't doing enough, it was overwhelming. And then even when on top of that, we're also going to talk about, you know, everything doesn't go to plan when you're going to labor and delivery. And that was with my son. Everything didn't go to my plan. I wanted to have a baby natural. I ended up getting an epidural and having a whole C-section with him. And that was freaking scary. It was a shell shock for me. Like, if I didn't have my mom, I really don't know how I would have got through that season of my life. I really don't. She was literally my ace boon coon. And so going through a pregnancy without her, let alone labor and delivery without her, was horrible. With also going through a year of first of not having my mom next to me. And that was really, really hard for me to deal with mentally. Um, and so even with my daughter, my second child, my daughter, my oldest daughter, she that was another drastic, you know, pregnancy and delivery because it was COVID. My husband couldn't even go to my doctor's appointments. I had got used to him going to doctor's appointments with me for my first child. And then my second child, he couldn't go to anything except for labor and delivery. And then that was a whole emotional roller coaster. And that was a whole thing in itself. So this third round was very, very, very different in all kinds of realms and aspects. I haven't had a child in 4 years. You know, my oldest daughter is 4 years old, going on 5. I haven't had a child in 4 years. I haven't had a baby, a newborn, a freshie, 4 years. Y'all, your girl feels like a freaking rookie. When I tell you I feel like a rookie, I feel like a rookie and I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, how in the world did I do this with my other two? I look at my other two and I literally would look at their baby pictures while I was pregnant and I would start crying because I'm like, how in the world am I that bad? I'm about to have a baby. I'm about to have a newborn in this house. How in the world am I going to do it? I was freaking out, y'all. And I still be freaking out because I'm like, you're a newborn. Oh my gosh. I haven't had one of you in 4 years, almost 5. Oh my God. Oh, I don't know what to do. Do I put a onesie on under the night suits? Do I put the sock? Do you have to wear socks everywhere you go? I mean, we in the crib. Is it too hot? Is it too cold? Y'all, like co-sleeping, should I co-sleep with you? Should I not be holding you? I really don't know. But you sleep longer if I do hold you in the bed with me. And then, well, what if your daddy roll over on you? And then what if I roll over you? What if I forget? What if I'm too tired? Y'all, post freaking partum, okay? Postpartum is a turd. Postpartum sucks. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Postpartum is very ghetto. Okay, it's very much giving bipolar. Like I'm not rocking with it. I'm really not rocking with it. And so this pregnancy, let's get to the birth story itself. So this pregnancy, dealing with, I don't have my mom with me. You know what I'm saying? I am leaning on my friends, leaning on my sister, a lot more than I ever have during a pregnancy. They're dealing with my emotions and my hard headedness and my stubbornness and all of the things. You become a whole entire different person when you're pregnant. I don't care what nobody says. You become a whole different person. And no, I am not sane right now, 100% sane necessarily. I am going through a hormone change. Don't piss me off. I might cut you off and not like you until after I'm done being pregnant. Like, I'm just keeping it stacked with you for real, for real. Like I might not like you. I ain't like a lot of people. So in the beginning, I found out I was pregnant. I found out I was pregnant May 1st, 2024. Y'all, it ain't nothing like finding out you are pregnant 2 weeks after you had the most littest birthday of your life. Y'all, when I say I had the most littest birthday last year, I had a pajama party. Y'all can go check it out on my vlog channel at Erica G Styles. Y'all, when I tell y'all I had the most littest birthday party ever, it was lit. I was turned up from the flow up to the sundown, all that whole nine. From the sun up to the sun down, your girl was lit. Okay? lit. Did not know I was pregnant at the time because if you do the calculations, I said I found out I was pregnant May 1st. My birthday is April 15th. That's 2 weeks. You don't find out you're pregnant in 2 weeks. Y'all, I was pregnant on my birthday. Didn't even know it. Crazy, okay? Crazy. Crazy work is being done, okay? So I go to my first appointment. My whole family is excited. They're happy. They're elated. They're happy for me. All of the good things. My kids are elated. They're about to have a baby. Something. They don't know if it's brother, sister, whatever. And I find out at my first appointment, my first ultrasound, I had a hemorrhage. And I went through so much this pregnancy physically and emotionally because of my health. It was absolutely ridiculous. I stayed in bed a lot this pregnancy. I felt like I was like bed rested majority of my pregnancy, honestly. So I had a hemorrhage from like the way that they put it, it was like, well, you get one when you can have like when your placenta decides to move and move into another place and install itself into another place. So you may have some bleeding, but don't freak out. Just take it easy and it should heal on its own. Y'all, hearing those words scared the crap out of me because I never dealt with that before. And then I'm like, what do you mean my placenta moved? How does it just move? It just decided to get up and leave it where it was originally planted. Like, what you telling me? You know what I'm saying? And then you're telling me I could bleed. Bleeding in my mind was miscarriage. So you're telling me that I can miscarry my child. That's how I took that. Y'all, the day came where I finally bled. I literally cried. I cried so much that day because I thought I was having a miscarriage. I called my nurse, yada, 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 hold on. Um, They took me in, told me that thank God it healed. But y'all, I never prayed so much in my life because I'm like, Lord, I prayed for this little baby. I manifested this pregnancy in so many different ways. And now I'm bleeding. I'm never bled during a pregnancy. So y'all, bear with me. I was freaking out. So all things came up well at my next appointment, and I wasn't high risk anymore at that time. So pregnancy continues. I'm being a cute pregnant lady. I'm growing really fast at a very fast pace. Y'all, third child, second child, when I tell you they're going to have you looking like a bloated fish, they're going to have you looking like a bloated fish. Because it was no way should have been looking like I was 6 months pregnant at 3 to 4 months pregnant. Ain't no way. Okay. I'm like, what in the world? I look like this at the end of my pregnancy with my son. What in the world? What's going on? I was like, I guess that's really a thing. Crazy work was being done. Okay. And I feel like girls, excuse me, girls make you look big. I feel like they do it on purpose. Like, how they be like, oh, girls steal your beauty or whatever the case may be. Baby, I was glowing during majority of my pregnancy. But when I tell you that girl had me looking big, I was big. I was big. Okay. Humongous. Okay. And so I'm being cute during my pregnancy. I was about what, 15 weeks pregnant. I had seen my blood results. I was having a girl. I was excited, but also in denial. Because I really wanted a boy. But I was excited, happy, all the whole nine. And then I started having the worst pains of my life. Y'all, I could barely walk. My back, my abdomen, my body felt like it was shutting down on me every day. And I hated it. And I didn't know. I didn't know what was going on. So I finally decided, got my butt up, dragged myself down the stairs. I have to go to the hospital. So I go to the hospital and I was in there all day in the emergency room crying. Um, and I didn't know what was wrong with me. I didn't know what was going on. Come to find out I had developed a kidney infection. Man, when I tell y'all that broke your girl's spirit to a very high extent, they admitted me into the hospital. I was there for about a week and I cried. I cried so much. I remember I cried to my nurse and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what I'm doing wrong this pregnant. I told her, I said, this is my third baby and I've never experienced half of the things I'm dealing with before in a pregnancy. What am I doing wrong? Why is all this keep happening to me? Why is this happening to my baby? Why does it have to happen now? And she straight up, she kept it so real with me and she gave me a hug and she's like, well, you're getting older. She said, I'm gonna be honest with you, you're a black woman. Um, she said, but I do want you to do know that what you're dealing with, this kidney infection, is not your fault. Your body is at a high place of vulnerability. Your immune system vulnerable, your mind's vulnerable, your mental is vulnerable, your emotions is vulnerable. You're vulnerable all over. So what I want you to do the rest of this pregnancy and starting right now, I want you to stop blaming yourself because you didn't do anything wrong. Drink more. Let's drink more water. There's more that you can possibly be doing, like drinking more water or taking walks every now and again. Stop letting yourself stress out. Stop letting things get to you, like how you're in this hospital. You have two babies at home. Enjoy the break. Take a nap. And I looked at that nurse and I said, ma'am, thank you so much. Because I really was destroying myself in this room because I'm away from my kids. I'm away from my kids. I'm away from my husband. And all I want to do is go home. And I feel like it's my fault. And she gave me so much encouragement and love. It was like, man, I needed that. And so I left, finally got discharged, finally came home. It was absolutely amazing. And I decided, all right, it's time for me to get a doula. Got me a doula. Love my doula. Shout out to my girl Aisha and Bree. Cause baby, when I tell y'all I couldn't got this through this pregnancy, through my labor and delivery without them girls, I could not get through it without them. Okay. Could not. No. Them and God. Cause baby, the way I was screaming up and down. Uh but we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. I finally got I got a doula. I am very much a advocate for if you are pregnant, if you are having a kid, do your research. Not only like not necessarily doing research, but just watch YouTube videos, man. YouTube is YouTube University. I use very well, especially when it comes down to pregnancy. Like I did so many holistic things that I didn't do for my first two kids this round that actually helped me a lot. Like raspberry leaf tea and teas, drinking teas, walking, the drinking of the water, the birth ball, or the stretching and all those different things. Do that stuff, man. Do that stuff. Y'all, I had this baby girl in my arms that y'all just heard breathe. I had her in two pushes. Two pushes and she slid out. As soon as I hit 10 centimeters, I felt her head just like, oh, I'm out. It's time to go. Like, yeah, we did that. VBAC, baby. And yeah, period. 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 Um, and so I got a doula. And then, y'all, I hit like 30 weeks and I get hypertension. I end up becoming hypertensive at about 38 weeks when I finally decided to go my butt to the hospital about my blood pressure. Um, my doctor had been monitoring it. Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. Yeah, I've been monitoring it, but she felt like you're close enough. I ain't gonna put you on high blood pressure type deal. And so we monitored it, and it got absolutely insane. The week I had my daughter, my blood pressure had gotten to the highest of 151 over 101, something like that. Horrible, horrible number. Yes, y'all gonna be gasping. Erica. Yes, it got bad. I'm telling y'all, it got bad. And so finally, I was diagnosed with preeclampsia. Luckily, by the time I was diagnosed with preeclampsia, they were like, "All right, we gotta get this baby out of you." I had my daughter at 38 weeks. And do not ignore, don't ignore the like the hypertension, or like blood pressure signs, y'all. Headaches, headaches suck. Getting dizzy, all of those different things. It'll feel like you're just dehydrated, but y'all, blood pressure ain't no joke. And preeclampsia ain't either. It can take your life. So please, 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 please listen to your body. Don't listen to other people. Listen to your body. Straight up. Um, and so I had that girl in two pushes. They induced me at 38 weeks. Um, I hate Pitocin with all my heart and soul. I hate Pitocin. Y'all, I hate Pitocin. If you don't know what Pitocin is a chemical oxytocin. Oxytocin is the hormone in your body that helps you contract. It's also known as the love hormone. Um, and because of that, I hate Pitocin because it's strong. Y'all, I tried so hard to have her full blown natural. I went into the hospital. I was 3 centimeters on Pitocin with nothing, with no epidural, anything. I got to about 6 centimeters dilated. But when I was 3 centimeters, I was not effacing. So effacing is when the thinning of your cervix and your uterus, basically, it allows your cervix to get thin like a balloon, and so baby can push out easy type deal. I wasn't effacing. By the time I hit 6 centimeters, I was 100% effaced. Literally, it was like you gonna get. It took probably two and a half, maybe 3 hours, if that. Next thing you know, I took a nap. Y'all, I took a nap. I got epidural. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. After 6 centimeters, I was like, I'm done. I'm done. Give me the epidural. And you don't give it to me now. I want to take a nap. I don't want to feel this anymore. I was crying, y'all. I was shaking. I was like, my body felt like it was shutting down on me. But Tosin ain't no joke. It's really not. It's literally created for you to do an epidural. You cannot do. If you ever did Pitocin without an epidural, shout out to you, baby girl. Shout out to you. Can't do it, me personally. Couldn't do it. Um, and so I took a nap, woke up. I was 9 centimeters. My girl was ready to come out, and we had me a baby girl on December 20th, 2024, baby. Yes, shout out to my girl. Shout out to my baby girl. She is absolutely wonderful, absolutely beautiful. I was very proud of myself to have a VBAC. No hurting, no anything. I really shook back in like 3 weeks' time. Probably the quickest shake back I've ever had out of all three of my kids. And yo, that's the birth story. That is the birth story. That's the birth story. So I want y'all to keep coming back during this postpartum series. Share with me your stories via email at queenflexpodcast@gmail.com. Send me your stories if you are a part. If you're not a part of the Patreon membership, please go join now. I just opened a new tier on um, on Patreon called Mom Vent. Mom Vent is for the mothers out there that just want to vent, baby. We got to have a safe space for us somewhere. I'm in lots of Facebook groups. Um, I'm in a lot of Facebook groups, and sometimes a lot of people like to judge you and different things in those groups for what you do with yours. And I ain't really about that personally. And so due to that, I wanted to create a group specifically for no judgment. Y'all motherhood is beautiful, and it's a lot at the same time. So we surviving sometimes, and sometimes we thriving. But we can do it all together. And that's when I made this group for. Let's have honest conversations. We're gonna talk about the ups. We're gonna talk about the downs. We're gonna get exclusive content, create a sisterhood and motherhood, and that's what I made. And that's how we got Mom Vent. So y'all go join Mom Vent on Patreon. Click the link in the bios. Everywhere. Share this episode with a mother that needs to hear it, whether it's a new mom, whether it's a seasoned mom, whether it's a grandma. I don't care. Any type of mom, even dog moms if you want. Doesn't matter to me. Um just share the content, baby. Y'all, let's get it. Let's get it. It's 2025 and your girl is back, baby. Let's get it. Let's go.